What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Oh God! Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story this morning, man, and I wanted to bring light to it because it wasn't getting a lot of views. I don't know if a lot of people heard about it, but this story right here is out of Yazoo City, Mississippi. Shout out Yazoo City. It's about this young lady up here that you see. The young lady you see up here, her name is Kelanda Barnes. May she rest in peace. The guy next to her is her husband, Erwin Barnes. Now, the reason why these two people up here together is both of them are dead within a few hours span in the same day, which was yesterday morning. Miss Kelanda was killed at her apartment complex by her husband, who then drove off, and before he could be caught by law enforcement, turned the gun on himself. So this is just another sad case of domestic violence. And you know, we can all sit around and ask ourselves why this type of stuff happens, but it's a whole bunch of confusion when it deals with affairs of the heart, especially when one person wants out and another person can't see themselves being without them, and then death is the final destination for both of them, which makes no sense. Take a look at this, and I'll come back with commentary.
First tonight, people in Yazoo City came together to remember a mother who was shot to death. The police chief says 35-year-old Kelanda Barnes was found around 6:30 this morning. That was at Willowwood Apartments. There's a small memorial at that site where she was killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Aaron Pickens. Troy and Megan are off tonight. Kelanda Barnes worked for Yazoo City schools. The man suspected of killing her is also dead. Investigators say he was the father of her children. Tonight, people gathered at that apartment complex for a vigil. 16 WAPT's Brooklyn Joyner was there, and she's live to show us how Barnes is being remembered.
Aaron, there are still candles lit up from this vigil outside of her apartment. A lot of people showed up in support of Kelanda, including her friends, her family, and even her son's football teammates. Pink balloons, candles, and loved ones surround 35-year-old Kelanda Barnes' home in Yazoo City. Here outside of Willowwood's apartments, Barnes was shot and killed by her child's father, 39-year-old Erwin Barnes, on Tuesday.
She's not even here with us now. And as you can see, the crowd behind us, how they showed up in numbers.
The tragedy leaving members of her family, including her sister, with a hard reality to accept.
But she was the sweetest soul, goofy, would love to feed anybody. I'm talking about all the kids love to come to her house and get the snacks.
Grove said Kelanda Barnes and Erwin Barnes were once in a relationship. Yazoo County Sheriff's Department said after Barnes killed Barnes, he ran away from the scene. They searched for him for hours, and while on the verge of being captured, Barnes shot and killed himself near Highway 49 in Pocahontas. Grove says this is not the first time Barnes showed aggression to Barnes. She said to protect her children and herself, Barnes ended their relationship a year ago.
So she did leave. And she talked about how he was steady trying to come back around.
This tragedy now motivating State Representative Fabian Nelson to find answers. He has close ties to both deceased parties and has spent his career pushing legislation to prevent domestic violence. He said soon this case will be given to the Domestic Violence Review Board.
In this case, they will look at the whole picture. They will see where the complaints filed in the past. If there were complaints, what happened.
Barnes is survived by 3 children. She was also a cafeteria lady with the Yazoo Municipal School District. They extended their condolences, describing her as someone with a warm smile and a very helping hand. I'm live in Yazoo City. Brooklyn Joyner, 16 WAPT News.
We're learning new details about the man police say shot and killed a woman in Yazoo City around 6:30 this morning. 12 News, Cameron Smith has details.
I was going through messages this morning and looking at what she just reached out and just said, I just want you to know that I love you very much. It is very hard. It's very hard for so many reasons. Some reasons I would not share, but it's very hard for us right now.
That's Sir Jonathan Rucker. He's a cousin of Kelanda Burns, who was shot and killed Tuesday morning at Willowwood Apartments on Grady Avenue. Police got to the apartment complex around 6:30 a.m. According to Yazoo Police Chief Terry Gann, he was notified by the Yazoo County Sheriff's Office that they possibly found Erwin Barnes along Highway 49 in Pocahontas.
When I got there, he was deceased from a self-inflicting gunshot wound.
Those who knew Burns believe the outcome might have been different if Barnes had been dealt with sooner.
Allegedly, the warrant was signed on yesterday. And so if this had been handled more expeditiously, two families wouldn't be hurting right now.
Chief Gann explains this was a domestic case and tells us they began searching for Barnes not long after a report was filed and an affidavit was signed on September 10th.
We'd gotten a tip on where he was Sunday, and unfortunately, due to a glitch in our system, it didn't show an active warrant. And so by the time we were able to work it out and see the warrant, we started looking for him again, and we were actually actively looking for him when this assault occurred.
Chief Gann says, due to the ongoing investigation, there are some details he's not up to speed on, and he's waiting to get those from the sheriff. In Pocahontas, Cameron Smith, 12 News.
Guys, that's the story of this young lady, Kelanda Burns. Lost her life because her husband just couldn't let go. Now, you heard what they said. Said they've been estranged for a year. He been trying to come back. He threatened her before. You know, when it's a buildup. Some people don't like being told the word no. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, you see all of these couples nowadays getting into heated arguments where, like, you know, hands are put on people and then ultimately somebody dies. I think, in just my opinion, you know, a lot of this comes from males that have not found themselves in life yet. Now, I don't know the age of these people. I don't. And, you know, carrying a relationship in a marriage, if you're not ready for that, you know, God help you, because it's a lot of, you know, spending your eternity with a person after saying I do. That's a great responsibility, especially when kids are involved. Now, I've been through this multiple times where, you know, you get married and you think it's going to be the end all be all, and things don't work out. And like sometimes executive decisions have to be made either on your part or the part of the other person to say, hey, this is not working. But that under no circumstances denotes a death sentence. My thing is this, you know, how many times do you have to be told no or shown no, you know, that it's not going to happen before you just walk away? And that goes for both parties. Sometimes, you know, it could be a female that don't want to let go for whatever reason. But the bottom line is you came in this world by yourself and you leave by yourself. All of that stuff he did, regardless of how he felt to that woman, because obviously this acting out, you know, whether he was with her or not, he realized there was some value in her that he either A, was trying to get back, or he didn't want somebody else to take advantage of that he himself did. It's just upsetting. You got two people dead. Two people that used to say that I love you, and it turned to a hate to where somebody had to lose their life. You killed this woman in her house. Why? Said they had a restraining order on him, but didn't execute it because of a glitch in the system. How many times have we heard that? And now she's dead. A lot of times when they find out that a restraining order is made, that makes them incessantly angry, and that is what dictates them trying to kill the other person. How dare you do this to me? You know I love you. All kind of crazy stuff. Just the relationships we have out here, just in public with each other as strangers, let alone couples nowadays. It's a sight to behold, and it's sad. All the way around. They look like young people. You know what I'm saying? He looked happy. She looked happy at one time. People need to learn to pick themselves up and keep moving forward. That's the thing. A lot of people can't move forward. They get stuck in the past and it dictates their future. If this guy was thinking through, he would still be here. And so would she. And they'd both be a lot happier, you know, dealing with the obvious, especially on his part. What is it about her that had it to where you just couldn't let go? And if so, how come you didn't see that when you was with her? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Another day, another tragedy. And prayers and condolences to the family of both victims, even though what he did was stupid. His people, I'm more than sure, didn't ask for that. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.